Alright, well, hello my icy friends. I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Dragon, and welcome to another episode of the WWE Roundup. Today, we're doing the Roundup for WWE Super Showdown 2019. It was epic, it was amazing. A lot of things went a little bit wrong, but you guys will understand where that's coming from. I'm going to run down the entire list of what happened, what I thought, and what's going to be probably the ramifications of what's going to happen afterwards. So, these are what I think is going to happen, or what actually happened. So, basically, I'm just going to run down the card. Okay? Alright. First off, we're going to start with the kickoff show. The Usos versus The Revival. Now, what happened was, basically, the start of the match actually started with Revival taking it to the Usos. They're chopping down Jay, ripping out the shirts that they usually wear, and just hammering. Obviously, the Usos got the upper leverage, and then after that, it didn't go so well. It just super kick, done. So the Usos won via super kick. So basically, the takeaway from this match is the Usos are really good, the Revival are really good, but I don't think they were given time to physically shine, the way that they should in this. So I said the match kind of lacked in better judgment for this one. So I gotta say, wasn't very as good as it could be. Next up, the Universal Championship match between Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. Don't ask me why this was on the pre-show. It shouldn't have been on the pre-show, but it was on the pre-show. So, anyway, the Universal Championship match between Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. Seth Rollins is still badly banged up from what happened on Monday, which means he got murdered. The man was murdered by Brock Lesnar. And he had his entire ribcage, sealed up, bandaged, holy crap. And obviously Baron Corbin exploited this very much. And he just started wailing at it. Baron Corbin is not... Sorry, I had to make sure who's outside. All I hear is just car doors. But all you heard was Baron Corbin just wailing at the ribcage. That's all he was doing. And Seth Rollins barely got very much in terms of, fighting. But obviously, it's supposed to be like a very drawn-out type of match. So, what happened was, near the very end, Seth Rollins got a little bit of muster in him to be able to take him and roll him up for the pinfall. And that's kind of it. I mean, the match was really good. I can't say it was bad, because saying it is bad is not doing the match justice. Seth Rollins can really sell, and Baron Corbin is just kind of Baron Corbin. So, yeah, match was pretty good. But what happened after the match was, obviously, Baron Corbin did not take too kindly to being rolled up and pinned again for a Universal Championship loss, and hit the end of days on a celebrating Seth Rollins, which obviously triggered the Beast, Brock Lesnar, to come down. He had a chair, he had his Money in the Bank contract, he had a referee. What happened was, when he tried to pick him up, Seth Rollins low-blowed him, basically codpieced, no more babies, and started just wailing on him with a chair, wailing. Basically what Brock Lesnar did to Seth Rollins, but reversed now. And after the end, Brock Lesnar was hovering over his Money in the Bank contract, when Seth Rollins stomped straight down onto the Money in the Bank briefcase, thwarted yet again. Brock Lesnar, you might want to get that in before Stephanie McMahon takes that thing from you. But otherwise, the match was really good. Alright, to start off the actual pay-per-view, it would be the Intercontinental Championship match between Finn Balor, the Demon, and Andrade Cien Almas, El Idolo. Now, the match was exactly what you expect from two people that are really good at what they do. The match was absolutely beautiful from top to bottom. Obviously, these men went toe-to-toe with how good they are. If you guys want to see what they can do, look at Money in the Bank. And then come back and look at this. It's a thing of beauty. But also, you got to think about it. These two are very, high-flying oriented. They're not really technically based. So, they'll do what they do. The match was really good. At the end of all of that, basically speaking, the end of the match came about when, I believe it was a really well missed time from Andrade that left him in the corner. He went through, Finn Balor went for a DDT, putting him on the floor. And at the end, coup de grace, 1, 2, 3, Finn Balor won. It a little bit that was hazy because believe me, you gotta admit this was a very, very long show, and it was absolutely in the morning for me. For a lot of you guys, I don't know what time you guys watched the show, but when I watched the show, it was very dead set in the morning. I had to get up very early to watch the Showdown, so just to do this. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, Finn Balor won. He retained his Intercontinental Championship. I don't know why they're not giving, Finn Balor more airtime the way he's supposed to be, because the man can make magic. Let the man do what he's supposed to do, and believe me, he'll put on a show. And with someone like Andrade as his opposite, it's gonna be beautiful either way. Give these men some time and let them breathe. Let them air out how they're doing things. I promise you, if you let them do what they want to do, they're gonna create something beautiful. Andrade Cien Almas, very underrated. People really are not looking at him. He's really good in the ring. He knows what he's doing. Bam, bam, just put him in here and just let him do what he needs to do. And put Finn Balor in there. Obviously, he's very underrated himself. Obviously, people will think him as, smiley guy. But the man knows how to work. Let him do it. And this match was beautiful. And this is a testament to that. So, I think this match was amazing. Next up, Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon. I don't want to. I even had to comment on a thread on Twitter, because I was on Twitter and I seen the match and people were disgusted by the match. Like, this was not supposed to be. This was not supposed to happen. I don't like that it happened. Why? We don't need to keep on seeing Shane McMahon winning high-profile matches. You already put him over The Miz, and now you're putting him over Roman Reigns. I don't even want to talk about this match. Let's just say that Shane McMahon won because Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre came in, Claymore kicked him, and Shane McMahon 1, 2, 3. Shane McMahon pinned Roman Reigns, which did not need to be. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just say this. This is all being done to make Shane McMahon look strong. We don't need it. We don't care. We don't believe he's the best in the world. No one cares. And the only reason why he was even given that title was because they wanted to give that title because they wanted to mock CM Punk. So you want to know something, WWE? You can kiss the fattest part of my rear end. This is not going to happen. Stop trying to push Shane McMahon to be the best. This is the reason why half people wanted to watch AEW now. Because things like this is happening. Nobody cares about Shane McMahon. No one wants to keep on seeing him win. We don't believe he's a credible threat to Roman Reigns. We don't believe that he's a credible threat to The Miz. We don't think it's a credible threat at all. We didn't believe he was a credible threat to The Undertaker. And a long time ago, that was supposed to be something everyone wanted to watch. Because we wanted to see Shane McMahon die. It just sucked. Can we do something better with Drew McIntyre than having him be a lackey for Shane McMahon? And raising his hand saying, "You're the best! You're the best!" It's Drew freaking McIntyre! He's supposed to be a monster! Let him go after a world championship where he's supposed to be! No! We have to let him be with Shane McMahon. Because Shane McMahon needs a lackey. Because we can't find no one else, Baron Corbin, that we can put next to Shane McMahon to make him feel credible. He's not! Leave the man out of this! Leave Drew McIntyre to his devices! Give him anything else to do. Make him go up to the Universal Championship, the WWE Championship, the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship. I don't give a what you do with them. Just put him after somebody. Anybody at all. Sorry. I'm going off on a tangent. But it pisses me off. Just to see what is happening to Drew McIntyre. Okay. On with the rest of the card. I'm sorry. Next up, Lucha House Party versus Lars Sullivan. Okay, we obviously knew that this was going to be a 3-on-1. What happened was, in the match, obviously the match started, Kalisto came out. Obviously he was trying to avoid Lars Sullivan as long as he could, but eventually he got caught. He got put into a turnbuckle, rammed, and basically that's basically all the Lucha House Party did. They got a couple of lucky shots in, but that's basically it. And then in the end, they had to basically gang up on him and cause disqualification. Lars Sullivan wins by disqualification. Can we think of anything else Lars Sullivan can be doing? I mean, I guess this is a good part to make sure, like, to introduce Lars Sullivan to the crowd, but shouldn't he be winning instead of winning via disqualification? I know he's had a lot of problems lately, like a couple things he said. I'm not gonna go into here because this is a PG channel. But yeah, isn't there something else he could have been doing? Anything at all? No? Just me? No? Alright then. But other than that, the match wasn't that great. It was just Lars Sullivan beating the crap out of 3 luchas. So, yeah. Alright, next up. An actual match. Triple H versus Randy Orton. Obviously, when you go into this is a very technically sound match. Triple H and Randy Orton, obviously, there's not a lot of things that they can do that they haven't done already. I don't think they wanted to repeat. So, obviously, you know, there was a lot of holds. There was a lot of wear and tear. There was a lot of, put downs. But one of the highlights of the match was Triple H doing a Randy Orton backdrop on top of the announce table 4 separate times. 1 in the first one and 3 on the second one. Randy Orton hitting 1 RKO, pinning 1, 2, kick out, and then Triple H obviously, him picking him back up, try to go for another one. He turned him around. Triple H kicked him in the gut. Pedigree 1, 2, kick out. They basically, it's like a 1-to-1 recreation of one of their older matches. I'm not very sure. Probably, I don't think it's Backlash, but I think it was a very long time ago. I have no idea. It's been a long time since I've seen that match, but it was just a very technically sound match. In the end, Triple H, threw Orton in the ring. Obviously, he went to go after him, and Orton out of nowhere RKO to put him down for a very clean victory. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton pinned Triple H. Very good match. Very technically sound match. I like this match basically because it didn't do anything important. It wasn't, part of a big storyline, so it didn't have to be, pushed out. It was a one-on-one match, basically between old rivals, and it was, very good. So, I liked it. Randy Orton defeated Triple H. Pretty good. Next up, Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Now we're going from technically sound to powerhouse. Obviously, at the beginning, they tried to do one-up each other with like shows of strength. Bobby Lashley tried to go over to the ropes, shoulder tackles, try to take Braun down. And, when those weren't working, he put his arms up basically for a test of strength. And he couldn't do it, so he had to kick at Braun Strowman to get him down. Early match, Bobby Lashley was able to execute a power slam onto Braun Strowman, trying to go for 1, 2, 3. Nope, it didn't work. Then Braun Strowman started picking up speed. Running him over, bulldozing him outside the ring. And nearing the end, Bobby Lashley actually lured Braun Strowman out to the entranceway and suplexed him onto the entrance ramp, and it's just the thud. I just remember the sound, clock. Oh, but in the end, Braun Strowman was able to reverse Bobby Lashley trying to do the power slam into his very own, putting him down for the 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman defeated Bobby Lashley. I mean, it wasn't the greatest match of all time, but I can say it was actually really good. I liked it, but hey, can't say very much. Alright, next up, the WWE Championship match between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. Now, for most of this match, Dolph Ziggler was in control. Taking Kofi Kingston down, reversing everything he does. Kofi Kingston couldn't get no traction at all. Obviously, Kingston got off a couple shots after him, like one with the SOS for a near finish, but no, nothing at all. A lot of things happened. Kofi Kingston took out Ziggler by jumping out and doing that, free falling catch outside the ring, taking out Ziggler. But obviously, after that, while Kingston was trying to get Dolph Ziggler up, he threw him into the steel steps, which obviously coaxed Xavier Woods, who was sitting outside, to check on Kingston. And then afterwards, what happened was Ziggler super kicked Xavier Woods to the floor, which obviously angered Kofi Kingston, to basically try to go for a Trouble in Paradise. Missed. But obviously when they get back in the ring, a lot of stuff happened. Ziggler avoided one Trouble in Paradise to go to the ropes as Xavier Woods jumped up, kick in the mouth, which the referee didn't see, and then Kofi Kingston actually hit the Trouble in Paradise to pin Dolph Ziggler for 1, 2, 3. The match ended. Kofi Kingston is still your WWE champion. The match was really good. But what followed afterwards was Dolph Ziggler, expressing his rage, and that he actually wants to fight Kofi Kingston one-on-one in a steel cage match without no help, without no assistance, no nothing, nobody coming out of the woodwork. It was just him. It's just him versus Kingston. And that actually sounds like a really good idea. I would love to see that. I want to see that at Stomping Grounds. Can't wait for that. But the match was really good. Obviously, these two know what they're doing in the ring. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler is a very big workhorse. We already know that. Kofi Kingston, obviously, he wasn't going to lose. Not like this. But the match itself, really good. So, I gotta say, I was impressed by this. I didn't even think very much of it. Next up, the 15-man Battle Royale. Now, I'm not going to say very much about this. Obviously, there was too much chaos for me to even say anything. But one of the highlights of the match was there was 3 teams facing off. The Heavy Machinery, Otis Dozovich and Tucker Knight. The AOP, which is Akam and Razor, and the Viking Raiders, Hanson and Rowan. I'm just gonna keep on calling them Hanson and Rowan. I know there's like Eric and Ivar or whatever you want to call them, but I'm gonna call them Hanson and Rowan because that's exactly what their names are. And they went at it. Obviously, AOP eliminated Tucker Knight. The rest of them got eliminated somewhere in there. It was just too hectic for me to find. But the ending came when the High Flyers, which was Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, and one of the Saudi Arabian contestants, Mansoor. And it was Samoa Joe. Hold on. It was Samoa Joe, Elias, and I forgot Cesaro. Sorry, I was remembering because I was like, it was another very strong guy. But obviously, what happened was, Cesaro was eliminated, I believe, by Elias. But what happened was Mustafa Ali and Ricochet was able to get out Samoa Joe. And Cesaro eliminated both of them. Elias eliminated Cesaro, which left Mansoor and Elias in the ring. And obviously, Elias being, the posturing Dumbo that he is, he was basically like, oh, let me just throw this rookie out. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. The rookie surprised him. And basically, Mansoor, put up a little bit of offense. Elias threw him out the ring onto the apron. And obviously what happened was Elias went to, knock him off. Elias got hit in the rib cage via like a shoulder tackle from the second rope. And afterwards, Mansoor jumped right in and threw Elias out for a match. Basically, a babyface win for the Saudi Arabians. So, Mansoor, his real name I'm looking at right now, Mansoor Al-Chihal. I'm sorry if I screwed that up, but it wasn't a very good match because you cannot see anything that was happening. Everyone was getting thrown out left and right, but it did its purpose. So Mansoor won the 50-man battle royal. All right, the last up in the main event, Goldberg versus Undertaker, and holy crap, the botches. The two main botches was the Undertaker dropping Goldberg straight onto his neck. Ow! I could already see the clench. Oh, and Goldberg lifting Undertaker up for the jackhammer and literally dropping him on his neck again. Why? Early match, Goldberg ran and speared Undertaker multiple times in quick succession to go for 2 counts each. Basically, everything edged out because Goldberg ran at the Undertaker into the corner and busted himself open. It's already going up. Goldberg went for a power slam, but wasn't too much. Undertaker lifted him up and tombstoned him again. 1, 2, didn't get it done. The match ended as a choke slam, which normally doesn't end the Undertaker's matches, but I guess this one did. The Undertaker choke slammed the crap out of Goldberg, which he didn't really get very high off the ground. I know why, but just it was a very bad looking chokeslam. Put him down. 1, 2, 3. It was absolutely horrendous. You would think, like, the match did what it was supposed to, but it was just so badly played out. Oh my god. I've never seen so many botches in a row. It was just horrendous. I can't. I can't watch this match again. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, this was the end of the Saudi Arabian show. I hope everyone enjoyed. Overall, the matches weren't bad, but it was just some matches did not live up to the expectation that was set for them. But I hope everyone enjoyed this, at least. Hope everyone enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making this, and again, I'm sorry that a lot of things I was trying to remember the matches because I had to wake up super early to do it. And you gotta think, a very tired me makes for a very bad memory. So forgive me if I missed out some details. But that's okay. The matches weren't as bad, but they could have just done better. It was just poorly placed out for how it was supposed to be done. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed today. This has been very fun, but I think I'm gonna cut it here. If you guys want to watch the last roundup I did, I'll leave a link on screen at the last 10 seconds for you guys to go check out. Also, next to it would be the subscribe button. Go click that and join us here. We do a lot of stuff all the time. We do stuff like this, which is WWE based. We do a lot of things Pokemon based. We do a podcast every month. So come in and join the fun for that. We go over the news, we go over everything that's been happening over the month, and we have a lot of fun doing that. Also, we do a lot of series. I'm doing Mortal Kombat, which is going to be coming up tomorrow, so if you guys want to check that out, click the subscribe button and click that bell icon to get notified whenever we upload. My buddy Chaos, he's doing Sonic, so go check that out. My Tui and Chaos are also doing a series together, so Pokemon, so go check that out if you guys haven't. Believe me, it's a lot of fun seeing them doing what they're doing. Believe me, they're huge Pokemon fans, and just watching them go back and forth is funny. So, anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed today, but good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of WWE. Hope you guys enjoyed today, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Dragon action. Oh, peace. Sorry. Choked up on myself. Damn it. Peace.